I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Aaron Rosa and Josh Reese. Now, listen.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
listen. All right,
Put some
I get
respect
it.
on my name,
We're
motherfucker.
going to review the 6th day with Arnold. Yeah. We're going to cover news and rumors, all that good stuff. But that's really not what's important right now. What's important is, so every week,
A little behind the scenes here.
every week there's a group chat, and it's like, hey, are we gonna meet at 7 p.m. at my house to watch the movie and then record, right? Like, who's in, right?
Right.
And
Right.
I already knew Joe was out. Joe's out of town this weekend, so I was like, hey, so today I'm like, we're doing 7 p.m. Aaron Rosa says yes. Josh doesn't respond right away, so I say Josh ... Aaron says, oh boy, because he knows he's been here before, just like I have. And then Josh finally texts.
Oh, please.
His first text just reads, I, Josh. Now, let's go back to the beginning.
Yes.
Go back to the beginning. Hey, we doing 7 p.m.? So we doing 7 p.m.? Josh's reply to that is, I, Josh.
Josh.
His second text.
Please. Please.
I'll let you do the last one.
Please let me.
His second text is at. Just, that's it. A-T. That's it. That's the second text. And the third text, I'll just let Aaron do it because when you walked into the house after when we were getting started, it was amazing.
I, Josh, at Panadov. What the fuck, Josh?
I, Josh, at Panadov.
What is happening?
Y'all guys knew exactly what I
No,
was
hold
talking
on.
about.
No,
hold
we
on.
did not.
We'll give
Yeah.
the audience some time to think.
No, we did
I,
not.
Josh, at Panadov, spelled P-A-N-A-D-A-F. And I will post the screenshots for proof. I, Josh, at Panadov.
I am texting and driving. It's very difficult.
It's difficult for you to
It's
text anyway.
very difficult.
So
So-
I replied, Jesus fucking Christ.
Because, of course.
And then Josh said, be over I-A mins. So, all right, minute, that means minutes. That's fine. But be over I-A minutes.
You know
Mins.
exactly what I was
Yes.
talking about, motherfucker.
And then I said, what's I-A minutes versus real minutes that us normal humans use? And then Josh said, in, Mojer Fukler. Followed by...
Motherfucker, you know exactly what I meant. Exactly what I meant.
Followed by in A. And then Aaron, tell us what you replied because it's the best part.
Oh, he is truly the King of Kings.
Yes. The King of Kings. And then Josh claims we knew what he meant.
What?
We knew what he meant. Oh, hey, Josh. From Panadov. You stupid
What
fuck.
did I bring in as soon as I got here? And where did I come from? Panda Express.
Yeah, Panadov.
Exactly. Panda.
No, you didn't spell panda, you idiot.
I was driving and texting, and I was.
We're
it's
supposed to
a
know
lot
that
of different
Panadov
things.
is Panda Express, you
Yes,
fuck?
yes, I've said Panadov many of times.
No.
many
So,
times.
so here's the explanation.
You're such an asshole. You can't even admit to
Y'all
what you
guys are
did.
fucking trolling right
Here-
now. That's all
here's-
I
Yeah,
know.
we're trolling.
Here's the explanation we've gotten for years from Josh is that he uses voice to text. So if we ever get something that looks kind of wonky, it's voice to text and
Yeah.
it's just misinterpreting him. Josh, please explain how any word you say in life results in I, Josh, at Panadov, be over I-A mins.
Even Siri's like,
please.
even Josh is serious, like, please kill me. I have no idea what he's saying.
I've stopped doing voice to text.
In comment.
Clearly, Josh, because why the fuck
Yeah.
would Siri think you, oh, did you mean
No.
Panadov? Hey
Ills.
guys, I'm at Panda Express. Oh, you meant Panadov.
Siri has always been fucking up my stuff, so I have to type it
Yeah.
myself.
Right.
In Mojer Fukler.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
In
Okay.
motherfucker.
what
I
is
misspelled motherfucker.
How many
yes.
people got the Elon Musk brain
on-
chip implant?
that's
You
on
need
me.
to be on the list.
That's on me.
We all need everyone.
No.
Everyone tweet at Elon Musk
No. Musk?
and tell him that Josh needs the implant.
No.
Like you need to do it.
No,
you
in-
really need it.
In fact,
It's better than what you are now.
This movie is the perfect movie for exactly what's happening. Because you know what the world needs? Not one Josh Reese. It needs two, maybe
that's
3
it.
or 4. We need a 6-day event, and we need more Josh Reese's.
Whatever the risks,
I think that's what we need.
Whatever the risks or side effects of Elon Musk's, his brain implant chip or whatever the fuck, it's worth it for you. It's worth it. It really is.
I'm operating at a high level. I don't want to fuck that up.
He'll be like limitless. Like he'll turn into, super smart Bradley Cooper.
No, what's that one movie with ScarJo where she becomes
Lucy?
like yeah, I like that movie. That's
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah.
You want to be Lucy?
No.
No.
So this is what I have to deal with on not even a weekly basis, twice a week. Like, hey, what time? I'm like, hey, what time are you coming over? Because he always comes early on Thursdays. He's always shows up early. You never know when. I'm like, what time are you coming over? And he's like, I'll be there in a little bit. I'm like, what time, motherfucker?
I don't know.
A little bit in Josh could be 10 minutes to 3 hours.
That's true. Okay,
I
I'll
said
give you
this-
that. That's fair. Fair
I
enough.
said this to Josh earlier, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I truly hope that everyone has a Josh in their life because I'm never, ever bored when Josh is around.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Never.
you, that's
Sure.
one of the reasons why I want to have kids because I think the world needs more
Well,
of me.
hold on.
like miniature versions of
Hold
myself.
on.
Could you imagine those motherfuckers?
Josh, that's
on.
like
Just roaming the earth.
That's
That'd
like
be
a
amazing.
That's like a threat to the earth.
Let's tap the brakes.
Having more Joshes.
Let's tap the brakes a little bit, Josh.
not
Amazing.
good. I think this is gonna be my phone background.
That's
Like it's just Josh's leg
pretty
sticking up in the fucking air
I was
behind
trying-
my couch,
I
you
was
idiot.
trying to get my
he
phone. It
was
fell
sitting
back
in
there.
a chair the whole movie, and somehow his phone disappeared behind the couch.
I don't know how it happened.
So he
either.
had
That was
one
crazy.
leg sticking up out of the side of the couch.
I was
I
trying to
posted-
get leverage.
I posted
I
on
was trying to
Twitter.
get leverage.
Our fan Joseph Reiling's like, "What the fuck is he doing?" I'm like, "I'll give you a million guesses." And
I was trying to get leverage.
Yeah.
I got short T-Rex arms, so I had to move my body.
You have short
in there
everything.
so I could get in. So I could get into the back of the couch. It's tough
let's
shit,
see.
tough shit.
Carl Ramirez said it's disgusting. Omar
disgusting.
says,
an
"Does he
athletic
shave
leg.
his legs?"
No, you know what? That's the
Do you?
crazy thing. Hold on. I'll put this.
No,
back.
he just is
I don't
natural.
want to look. I don't.
We've already seen it.
Oh God.
Yeah,
We've
no.
already seen it, Josh.
No, I think it's from my Native American heritage.
That's
that
it.
I
No,
that I
that's
don't
Holy
have.
shit, man!
that's-
I have
not
really
correct.
thin.
What are you
thin-
talking about?
Yeah,
That is not correct.
What are you talking
I
about?
think that's what they've told me in the past. My family, my Native American heritage. Well, excuse me, my Mexican Native American.
Your family
heritage.
doesn't even know whether you're Mexican, or whatever. They have no idea. You've admitted you don't know what you are.
My aunt
Josh.
is Peruvian, but I'm Mexican Native American.
Josh, look at me. You are whiter than me, sir.
I know it's
You are.
fucking infuriating. How is your last name Rosa? I still don't understand. I think you're the Reese. I'm the
Because you're
Rosa.
just that white, Josh.
Yeah.
That's how white
But
you
no,
are.
like I don't shave, and it's just like thin hair.
But he doesn't look. He doesn't look white at all.
Holy shit.
He doesn't appear to be white at all.
Oh,
Everyone thinks he's DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Well, until they get to know Josh.
I still remember that at the Texans practice.
Someone called you that?
Didn't I tell you that story?
Maybe.
Yeah, I was in the Texans locker room. Nate Washington across the locker room was like, DJ Khaled!
That's great.
And then someone was like, I think he's talking to you. I was
That's
like, who the
awesome.
fuck's DJ Khaled?
Another one. Yeah. That's what I say every time Josh says something stupid. I'm like, another one. Yeah.
Which is crazy because I never say anything stupid. So I've never
No,
heard you
never.
say that at all.
No,
Never.
no.
Yeah.
I,
Never.
Josh, at Panadov.
I, Josh,
That's not
At
stupid.
Panda
That's
Express.
not stupid.
at Panda Express. I didn't say Express. That's my bad.
Yeah.
I think you would have got it if I said
What
Panda
would have
Express.
Okay, Panda,
Yeah.
he put Panadov. What would have Express been? Like execution? Like I don't know. Panadov execution.
no, I
No,
can- I
because
can
it
get
would have been a fake word, just like Panadov.
I can get Express pretty easy.
Stupid fuck.
Yeah.
All right, we've talked about this enough.
We've got a movie here.
Yeah, we have to, review The Sixth Day, which Aaron's never seen. So that was
Never
pretty
seen.
surprising.
A 90s Arnold movie I hadn't seen before. I was,
Year 2000.
yeah.
Well,
Close enough.
Aaron, if you've seen any Arnold movie, you've seen this movie.
Pretty much.
Well, yes, because this movie stole from every single action movie that's ever
really
been
did.
made.
Eraser, True Lies.
In the
all of
best
them.
way, though. In the best way
In
possible.
the best way.
Yeah.
Yes.
First, make sure you go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We have a bunch of bonus podcasts on there. We're currently going through, we're reviewing Fallout Season 1, and that's a lot of fun. In a few weeks, we're going to be doing Season 4 of The Boys.
Fuck
because they're
yes.
coming back.
Fuck yes.
Very excited about all that.
You're all caught up, right, Aaron?
Well, yeah, because
Okay, all right.
it was just Gen V.
Yeah.
Well, you finished
That's been
season 3 of The Boys?
Well, yeah, because season 3 was before Gen V.
Okay. all
Yeah.
right.
See, Josh's brain broke again. We also have a few brackets on there, so go check it out. Patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. All right, let's get to the news and rumors. We got a few exciting things this week.
Yes.
All right, first up, it's official. Daredevil Born Again is set to premiere on Disney Plus in March of next year. It's still like 10 months away, but it is coming. It is official.
It's coming.
It's coming. And I'm coming.
And so am I.
Yes.
God damn it.
The
We're-
first...
Tentatively excited.
Oh, we're going to have Bernthal Punisher in this.
I'm excited,
They
Josh.
brought all of the Netflix cast back.
Right. The first season was originally planned for 18 episodes. Remember when they first announced that? We were like, that feels a little long.
Too many.
But it has since been chopped in half and will now be only
shit.
9 episodes.
Wow.
And that's probably for the best.
That's probably a good thing.
Took a machete to that script then.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now fans are like, oh, 2 seasons, 9 episodes each. Like, sure. As long as this is successful, which it probably will be, it's not just going to be one season.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, an 18 episode season was going to be too much. This is great. Do you remember when Family Guy got canceled and it was just on DVD?
Yeah.
And I think it was on Cartoon Network, I think, for a few years.
I mean, DVD sales is what brought it back.
Right. And then
Yeah.
it finally came back and we were like, fuck, yes, this is amazing. That's what we're getting here.
Yeah.
They were going to bring this back and it was going to be, nope, we're wiping the slate, none of the Netflix shit. And they heard the uproar and they fixed it.
Right.
They fixed it.
It's been, it's going to be like 7 years since the last season.
Oh my God.
The last season was 2018.
Has it been that long?
Yeah. Obviously, we've seen him in fucking She-Hulk, but,
Yeah.
and just a very small cameo in Echo.
But it was a good sign of what could happen.
Well, and
The Echo
also,
cameo was good.
Yes.
and the Spider-Man movie too, right?
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
That was good as well. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to, I won't spoil it, but if you saw Echo, what they tease with Kingpin doing in the Daredevil show, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's been long enough. We can talk about it, right?
It's
No?
fine. I mean, look, we've already discussed it. We don't have to go into a big thing about it.
Okay. All right.
We're excited. You know what else I'm excited for?
Tell me.
Lionsgate confirmed that there is a new John Wick spin-off film coming starring Donnie Yen as Kane from John Wick Chapter 4.
Yes.
Give me
Yes.
some Asian Daredevil.
Like the best side character in the John Wick series is this fucking guy.
Easily, hands down.
He was so fun in that last movie. I mean, he
Yeah.
was so fucking creative.
He was awesome. They teased him in the post-credit scene, in return. So yeah, I'm glad that they're doing this.
He was a villain, but an anti-villain
Yeah.
too.
Well, that's
Great.
another movie that's getting like the John Wick is the universe is just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, there's the
So
series.
the ballerina.
Yeah, there was the 3-part series
The,
that was
Continental.
on. The Continental.
Is that one already out? I think
Yeah.
it's already out. Okay,
Yeah.
we just haven't seen it. And then the ballerina that's coming
Ballerina
out.
with
John
Ana
Wick
de Armas.
5.
Yeah.
And then now this. Who knows wherever the fuck else they're going?
Who would have fucking known? Like all those years ago when that
know.
trailer came out and Keanu Reeves was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back."
Yeah, everyone thought it was going to suck
and
so
I was
bad.
like, "Oh, this looks like such a piece of shit."
But goddamn, he's
who would
back,
have
baby.
known?
so you want
Holy shit!
a funny little story? It's really
Yes.
not funny. It's just interesting. But a few weeks ago, me and the wife decided to watch all 4, like back to back to back, like in a week, you know, like we did like one a day.
Nice.
Watch the first John Wick. It's been a long time since I watched the first one. And I was like, yeah, you know, it's a really good standalone film. You know, it's like a 7 or an 8, but it's like, you know, it's good. You could see how they started this off. Then I watched John Wick 2, and I'm like, all right, this might be the best one of the series, John Wick 2. It's really good. Then I watched John Wick 3, and I'm like, all right, never mind. The first 2 were great, but really the third one, it's the best one. It doesn't get any better than that. Then we watched the fourth one again, and I was like, no, like this is the only franchise in the history of film that every single movie gets better. Like, you know, like it's better than its previous one.
Completely
It's crazy.
agree. Yes.
John Wick 4 is the best, then it's 3, then it's 2, then it's 1. It's insane. They
give you that.
outdo themselves every single time. That's never been done before.
It's completely reverse of every franchise there's ever been. It's wild.
Like, you think about John Wick 5 and it's like, there's no way. There's no way it could be better than 4. But you can't doubt them because they've done it every single time.
It has to.
No, when I first started watching the John Wicks, I wasn't really into it, but 4 is the one that really got me into it. I was like, holy shit, this is one of the best movies I think I've seen.
Yeah.
Hold
Long
on.
time.
Hold on. Stop. When you say I first started watching the John Wicks, I wasn't into it.
Yeah.
What are you talking
I
about?
watched John Wick 1. I was like, nah, it's fine. I really didn't like the universe. John Wick 2, I didn't like. I don't even
There's no
think I saw
universe. There
John
wasn't
Wick
even a
3.
universe at the time.
Well, because I watched it after, I think after 2.
Oh, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you watched them out of order and then you got confused because of your Josh brain.
I didn't
That's
get confused.
not John Wick's fault, dummy.
I didn't get confused. I just didn't like it. And then
Josh
I
is
fucking
like-
watched 4 and I was like, I
Josh
guess
is
I'm
like,
into it.
well, you know, I saw Endgame and then I watched Infinity War. I just don't get it. It's like, yeah, well, you watched them out of order, dumbass.
No, I got Endgame and Infinity War.
I don't
for
fucking
sure.
get it. They killed Thanos and then all of a sudden he's back in Infinity War? It's
That
like,
was
no.
confusing.
God
but they
damn it,
explained
Josh,
that,
no.
They
That's not
explained
what
that
happened.
fine with the time machine. There was no time machine in John Wick. But no, I just didn't like it. But John Wick 4 has got me into it. So
Like I said, everybody needs a Josh in their life.
I guess. I don't know. I've been questioning it for years. I'm sorry. You don't go through as much as I go through. You see him once a week. I see him twice a week.
go fuck yourself.
I see him a lot.
That's true.
I'm on a lot of group text. I see a lot of stupid shit.
All right, fine. You do 2 podcasts with him. I do 3. All right, that's that one extra.
That's the line.
He didn't used to fucking live at your house. How about that?
Oh yeah,
That's
true.
fair.
He never lived at your house
That's
and
right.
tried to move in. Hey, I guess I'm moving in. That's cool, right? No.
I don't
No, it's
understand.
fucking not.
You know you fucking would have loved it.
No.
Josh and Andrew, adventures forever.
All right, for the love of God, let's move on.
Please.
Third piece of exciting news this week. Prime Video, or
Amazon TV.
Amazon
There you
TV,
go.
as Josh calls it,
There you go.
has confirmed that Nicolas Cage will star as Spider-Man Noir in a live-action series. It's fucking true.
Oh, that's
we heard the
amazing.
rumors. He was in talks. We were like, it's probably not happening, but it's fucking happening.
Cage
It's fucking happening.
is going to be in the Spider-Man universe for realsies.
For real.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm excited. I'm titillated.
I'm very, very, very excited. Please make this as soon as possible.
And I almost hope they do this low budget, like as a scrappy kind of like
a Daredevil.
we do. Yes, like we don't. We're not going to put a lot into this because they're going to just be hungry to really make this awesome show.
This is either going to be really awesome or horribly awesome.
There's no in between.
And either way,
it's awesome.
it's going to be amazing.
Because just Nicolas Cage at, what is he, 60 now?
Yep.
Like Nicolas Cage at 60 doing a noir like TV series like, oh, today I'm Spider-Man and there's a rapist in the alley and I saved that woman's life and then she offered to make love to me. But I said, no, I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm Nicolas Cage. Like, I mean, it just, I just can't see it right now, but we'll see. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I think I heard something about how this is going to be him as like he's older and he used to be
Yeah.
Spider-Man and he's coming to terms with I'm not Spider-Man anymore, but
but he's still gotta be.
gonna-
He's still gotta be Spider-Man, though, right?
Sure. Like maybe they save that as a payoff for like later in the season where he suits up again. Oh,
Just like Daredevil. Oh
my God.
I think it's great that I think the studios are finally listening to fans a little bit because I think the fans
this
have
is
been
the
wanting
most
this.
fan service thing you could do.
Yeah, for reals.
I just hope Seth Rogen's producing it because
that's true.
everything he does on Prime is
Right.
great.
How is he
Can
not
Seth
like
Rogen
the-
produce it, please?
He's like the chief content officer for Amazon TV.
Seth Rogen plays the rapist, like, oh no, it's Spider-Man.
It's like when Tarantino and Rodriguez made those Grindhouse movies.
Yeah.
And they made those fake trailers
Yes.
like, don't.
Don't.
And then they really made Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And Machete.
And Machete.
Yeah.
2 of them.
They just never made the one that Nicolas Cage was in, the trailer Nicolas Cage was in.
Oh my God, that's right.
What was
yeah.
that though? It was like vampire Nazis or what was it?
Oh,
I
Jesus
forgot.
It was
Christ.
something like werewolf Nazis maybe?
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nazis.
Also, Prime Video announced that The Boys, we talked about The Boys earlier, but they've already been renewed for a season 5,
Of course.
even before
Hasn't
season 4 premieres.
even aired a fucking episode
Yeah.
and it's already renewed. Woo!
Yes.
Come on, baby.
Fuck yes. Never in question.
It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No.
That's for sure. Also, Deadpool and Wolverine tickets go on sale today, May 20th, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Chances are it's already past that time by when you're listening or watching. But so yeah, you can go buy tickets if you want to be an Eric Hamilton.
Can you
know?
can you buy all of our tickets, please? Can you be responsible for that?
I'll probably do it.
Yeah, thank you, because I'm not going to be responsible enough to remember.
Thursday night,
How many times that weekend are we going to see this movie?
at least twice.
Yeah, at least
Like at
twice.
least twice.
Because we are going to review it,
Mm-hmm.
and the first time I watch it, I want to watch it without having to take notes on my phone in the
Yes.
theater. That's the kind of the thing I hate the most about when we reviewed movies, like
Live,
that
Or
we
the
watched in
brand
the
new
theater,
ones, yeah.
because I have to type on my phone versus my computer.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to see it twice. Once to watch it without taking notes. Second time I'll take notes.
Yes.
Yeah. Also,
excited.
yes, for sure. Deadline reports that season 2 of The Last of Us will premiere in the first half of 2025. Hopefully in the earlier half of 2025, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I'd seen
seems
some
like a long time.
some of the production pictures from it.
Yes.
They'd shown pictures of Pedro Pascal. And,
Yeah, it doesn't really show you much. It's just like, here they are,
But it's like, hey, okay, I'm still excited. Still excited.
Absolutely.
I don't want to. It's going to.
Oh, Aaron knows
Shut
about
your
it.
mouth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because Aaron can't help himself. He has to look up spoilers.
No,
Well, no,
because
he's
I know
played the
things.
games,
I know
right?
things.
You didn't know.
I know
You
things.
fucking looked it up because you can't help yourself. You do that with everything.
No, I knew this before the show even happened.
All right.
Fuck.
Play the games. They're so good. Also, Warner Brothers announced that Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is scheduled to come out in theaters on June 26th, 2026. So 2 years for that.
Who the fuck knows if that's going to be the actual date? They change that. shit all
Oh,
the
it probably
time.
won't. No.
No.
But this will be part of James Gunn's, new DCU,
Part of the Gunverse.
the Gunverse. And
I like that.
yeah, that's good.
The Gunverse.
Supergirl will be played by Millie Alcock. Alcock.
No, that's her actual
I tried
name.
to say it without laughing.
That's her actual
but
name.
Aaron spit out his beer. Who are you? I'm Millie Alcock. All right.
She desperately is waiting to get married.
And you know who she is.
Yeah, she's from
Yes.
not Game of Thrones.
He's going to say it wrong. Go ahead.
No. House of the Dragon.
What the fuck? Holy shit. This is the first time you ever said it right.
He got that right.
We reviewed all 10 episodes of season 1 of House of Dragon a few years ago. Never said it right once.
I think you're misremembering that, Andrew. I'm operating a
Every
high
single
level.
time he'd be like, yeah, House of Dragons. You would say House of Dragons every time instead of House of the Dragon. You actually said it right this time.
I don't hear it.
Bravo, Josh.
Yeah. Bravos.
Like
Game
I've
of
said,
Thrones.
everybody needs a Josh.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Also, Venom: The Last Dance,
Venom.
which is actually the title of the 3rd Venom film.
How dare they?
Michael Jordan!
How dare they?
dare they
Michael
steal
Jordan.
The Last
How
Dance?
He
dare
better
they?
be in this
Dare
fucking
they?
movie.
How dare
The
they?
Last Dance should be in a fucking museum.
I want to see Michael Jordan. I want to see Dennis Rodman.
And they
Well,
steal. Oh man,
This isn't really news, but it'll officially be the final Venom film in the Tom Hardy era. Thank fucking Christ.
Do you have a button
So-
for yourself, Andrew, for that one? Final Venom movie?
Final Venom movie. But just, hey, another Venom movie. I could even make the argument.
boy.
I could even make the argument that I'm a bigger Venom fan than I am Spider-Man because Venom's just so fucking cool. And yet they've made two of the shittiest fucking superhero movies of all
Well,
time. And
I
this is
hate
going
to
to
tell
be
ya.
no fucking
Number
different.
3 is not going to be very
And you know
much
what?
better.
The thing is, these movies are so bad that they're so much fun to make fun of. So I guess we will do it whenever it comes out. But I think it's supposed to come out in October, right? Like it's soon.
Venom Last Dance.
Like Joker 2, which is probably going to be great, and then Venom Last Dance.
I'm not
Jesus.
sure what to do here. I really wanted to see the second Venom movie because I didn't mind the first one. I know you hated it, but I didn't mind the first one. I was really excited to see the second one because Carnage. We've never seen Carnage, and you shit on it so hard. I still haven't seen it.
Don't do it. Unless, if you want to watch it with me one day and we'll fucking get drunk and watch it, I'll do it.
Okay.
Because it's that bad.
Okay.
It's like Batman and Robin. I mean, you know, it's not Arnold making freeze puns, but like it's fucking terrible.
It's Batman and Robin bad.
Well, no, I would say Batman and Robin's better because you could enjoy that more by
Venom-
laughing at Arnold.
Venom nipples? Venom nipples?
So
There's
it's
no
just
Venom
like
nipples, but
flat bad.
it's just awful. Cringy dialogue.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's depressing.
This is what you do with Carnage. Yeah, I was upset. It was our first Hollywood Hogwash podcast. I was like, I thought this was supposed to be different.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
What finally get Carnage?
So they did Carnage in the last one. What Venom villain are they doing?
Just another fucking symbiote. Probably like 5 more. It's going to suck. It's always symbiote battle. Every fucking movie is a
still no
symbiote battle.
Spider. It's still no Spider-Man.
No.
So,
Venom versus 5 other Venoms.
See, that would actually make it interesting if they got Andrew Garfield, and then it's like, oh, the movie's actually going to be Tom Hardy versus Andrew Garfield. Now we have a chance, except it's still going to be like unitard Venom, like Andy, we have to go get drunk tonight. And it's like, what the fuck is this?
That's a
not
good
Venom.
That's a good Venom.
I take offense to that, Josh.
And then in the third act, Venom and Garfield Spider-Man have to team up against a bigger villain. That'd be a great movie.
Sure.
That'd be a ton of fun.
In Venom 2, they have an argument. Venom leaves Tom Hardy, and Venom takes on another person because I want to go party in the city. And Venom goes and like raves. I mean, what the fuck is happening? All right.
Oh, boy.
I've been talking about this movie for 3 fucking years since this podcast started.
Moving on.
Should we do a Hogwash Revisited?
The Last Dance. Fuck no.
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 Moving on.
Moving on, Deadline reports that Cillian Murphy will appear in 28 years later.
Yes. I loved that movie.
That's a scary movie.
It's zombies.
It's
so
a zombie movie, so
you're
you'll
okay,
be fine
right?
with it.
Okay, yeah, I might try that.
Was he in? I never saw 28 Weeks. Was he in 28 Weeks?
He was not in 28 Weeks.
Was it good?
It was. I mean, it depends on what your outlook on zombie movies is. I enjoyed both of them. The first one is the better movie, Cillian Murphy. It was like a gritty kind of. The second one, it had Renner.
Jeremy Renner?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Okay.
It was violent. It was interesting. But if they bring Cillian back for the third one, like now that he's won an Oscar and he's Cillian Murphy now,
Right.
That
It doesn't sound
I'm
like
excited.
it doesn't sound like he's going to be the star. But they just like he's going to be in it.
that's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a good movie. I never watched it.
but I'm still
The
excited.
first one, yeah.
I enjoyed both of them. The
Right,
first
I
one,
didn't see the second one.
Yeah, the first one obviously better. It was a really good, gritty, running zombie movie. But I enjoyed the second one too.
It's good stuff. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where Cillian Murphy's career goes after winning the Oscar with Oppenheimer. You know?
Yeah, it's interesting. He's coming back because now he's big shit now that he's won an Oscar.
Yeah, because before Oppenheimer, he really never got lead roles in
Right.
big movies.
But he's also, I remember hearing a quote from him about saying, look, this was my first big role. When I starred in 28 Days Later, that was my first big break. So,
Right.
I have some, fond feelings for this.
This is a franchise or whatever.
So, sure.
Yep. Also, The Hollywood Reporter announced that Shogun has been renewed for 2 more seasons.
Right.
This comes after last week's news that Hiroyuki Sanada agreed to return, but 2 more seasons already. I've already said before I like the show. I will watch the next seasons.
Well,
it was a good show.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's just rough. It's hard to watch sometimes.
I
It's-
still want to.
It's not a happy show.
Well,
you know.
sure. But I had seen that. I don't know if it was the showrunners or one of the people that was involved with the show was like, well, we don't really know if we want to do a season 2 because the book.
It's based on the book.
And the book.
Season 1, they finished the book.
Right.
So now it's all new ideas.
Yeah. So
going forward.
I don't know. For Game of Thrones, when they went away from the book, that was the final season, and that's where they all fucked up. So that's where I'm a little bit concerned. So,
Same.
I don't know.
But you didn't even watch Shogun.
I haven't watched it yet, but I want to, and I heard it's really good.
It's
so.
good. It's good.
I heard it's like a Asian Game of Thrones,
Well, it's
right?
yes, Japanese, but yeah.
Asian Game of Thrones.
It's Shogun.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means? Yeah, of course you don't. Oh, Josh, you ruined it. But no, it is very much like Game of Thrones. Except it's not dragons, there's no mythological, there's no superpowers.
Yeah.
It's more based in reality. You know? Last thing I have is some asshole punched Steve Buscemi in the face last week.
What?
While he was just walking around in New York City.
What?
Well, because for like years now, there's been like a popular thing where like they just punch random people in the back of the head. Like, that's what happened to Steve Buscemi.
Oh, some YouTuber or TikToker or whatever.
No,
just
it
went
wasn't.
around?
It wasn't a YouTube thing, but you see this. You see this every once in a while, like in security footage. Now we haven't seen security footage of this yet. We don't know if it exists, but every once in a while you'll see footage of someone walking in New York, and then some guy just punches another.
Dude,
punches them.
This man is a firefighter.
Yeah.
This man went out and was a firefighter and took no credit
For 9/11,
for 9/11.
he helped out at 9/11. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And he
Yeah.
was not like, hey, everybody, let's get some cameras on me. He just went out and took no credit and just wanted to help.
That's so sweet.
Well, even
Dude, fuck you if you're going to go after Steve Buscemi.
remember
God,
a couple years ago,
man.
someone randomly punched Rick Moranis in New York.
yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
New York.
When
Rough.
Bill Burr hosted SNL a few years ago, and he was like, Rick Moranis got punched. New York is back, baby. Like, he made a funny joke about it. But yeah, Rick
Jesus.
Moranis, there's no one seen in like
Wow.
20 years.
God.
So yeah, it happens.
So, and this
Sucks.
happened in New York also. Buscemi
Yes.
God, fuck New York, man.
Well, yeah.
What you gonna do?
There's shitty people. What are you going to do?
If there's a place to drop the bomb,
What?
it's fucking New York.
Yeah, great.
Man.
During a Jets game, right? Son of a bitch.
Hey, it's your favorite movie.
At least your pain will be over.
What? Oppenheimer?
No, Dark Knight.
Oh, Dark Knight. Sure.
No, that was Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
It was in Pittsburgh. Yeah,
No, they
technically.
were in Gotham when the stadium was.
Right, yeah, but they filmed it in
at
Pittsburgh.
Heinz Field.
Yeah, it was in Heinz Field. but
Oh,
yeah.
okay, fair
All right.
enough.
All right, what else? That's all I got. Steve Buscemi, R.I.P. His eye, just his eye.
R.I.P.
Oh, sorry, he was taken to a hospital with bruising, swelling, and bleeding to his left eye.
Yeah, thanks
damn
for
it, don't say
finishing that.
R.I.P., Jesus.
I
but
know.
like
I
a
thought-
hero, a New York hero.
Right.
When he said
Assholes.
R.I.P., I was like, the guy punched him in the face and landed on concrete and he died. I was
No,
like,
he
holy
didn't.
fuck.
No, he didn't die.
Okay,
We love
thank
Steve
you.
Buscemi.
Thank you,
Let's
Jesus.
go find this fucking kid that
Best
hit
Steve Buscemi. Best Steve Buscemi role
Oh, Con Air.
where he's a child rapist. Good one, Aaron. Jesus.
I mean,
That's dark.
pretty
That's
great.
dark.
It's pretty great.
The homeless guy in Big Daddy. He was awesome.
Wasn't he Boardwalk Empire, right?
Yeah, I want to watch that show. I never watched it though.
Also, Armageddon.
Armageddon. He was
by the
great.
way,
That's right.
We have, not
done.
We
Why
have
didn't we do
not
that?
we need to do
reviewed.
it. We need to do it.
We've not
Oh.
reviewed on Hollywood.
Oh, I have
Hogwash.
mine. It's fucking Mr. Pink in Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah, that's
That's it.
it. That's
It's over.
it. That's it.
We're done.
That's it.
You know.
Yeah.
He was also great in Sopranos too. Josh, remember?
Me and Alejandro
Sopranos?
are watching that. I don't know if we've gotten back to him yet.
Mr.
Okay.
Pink was so
We're
angry.
in season
He was
4.
great.
He was so angry, man.
What do you guys
learned
got?
about Ralph's sexual secret? So
Well,
Ralphie's.
Ralph's the best character in the show.
yeah, I don't know how much longer he's gonna last.
All right, go ahead, Josh. What do you got?
So we talked about House of the Dragon, season
Got
2.
it right again. Yeah,
it
that'll be you,
premieres-
Josh. You want to do solo podcasts on here? I'm not watching that shit.
No, I'm gonna give it a chance.
Already did give it a chance. Give it a chance.
It premieres June 16th, so it'll be coming out this summer. I'm excited. The other piece of news that I have is Chris Pratt was talking with comicbook.com, and he said he will 100% be returning to Star-Lord.
Oh, yeah.
And he mentioned he will also be appearing in James Gunn's DCU.
Yeah, they asked him what's more likely, being in James Gunn's DCU or returning as Star-Lord, and he said 100% for both.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I mean, I'd like to see Star-Lord and Gamora,
Right.
have a happy ending.
Love story.
Yeah, that has
That'd
to
be so
happen.
I
nice.
hated that in the third one, but,
Yeah.
they had to do it, I guess, for now.
So good.
Gotta
Since
give
they're
us
not going to
that.
be around for a while. What else, Josh?
That's all I've got.
That's all he's got. Aaron.
I had a few quick things. So for video game fans, GTA 6, apparently it's going to release in fall 2025.
Yep.
We're on track for this.
Yep.
This is going to be, what, $1 billion game making
yeah.
How have they not made
$10 billion.
a movie out of that? I guess just Fast
That's
and
what I'm
Furious
saying.
is
You
that.
could have made
And-
GTA 5 a
and-
movie.
Why have we not had the GTA 5 movie? I've said this so many times on this podcast.
You know what they should
We've
have-
talked about this before.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. You know what they should have done? I know every Grand Theft Auto game is different characters and different plot and everything, but GTA 5 was by far the best.
Oh, easily.
And they should have just brought those characters back for 6. Just make a sequel
They
to 5.
I know.
Trevor, Michael, and what was the other guy? Oh, Franklin.
Franklin, yeah. How
Yeah,
did they
all
not bring
three of them.
all of them back?
Yeah,
Why
like-
would you make new characters?
You're not going to do a better story than
No.
5.
Everybody's just going to be like, oh, man, where's Trevor?
Yeah, right.
is-
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Also, what if season 3 is likely to be the next Marvel animation project that's coming out?
Did you guys watch season 2? I watched like one episode.
I'm halfway through. I need
I
to
haven't gotten
finish
to it yet.
I'm almost finished with
X-Men.
X-Men 97, and that's actually really
Everyone's
good.
saying that like the end
Yeah.
was amazing. So I guess now I got to
Not
check
there.
it out.
It's really good.
check
It's
it
not rated R, but
No,
I mean
I know.
it's like it's fairly adult.
I heard it's pretty much really nothing like the original because the
No.
original was
Way too
towards
cartoony.
kids,
Yeah.
and now all those kids are 30 and 40.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it does a good job of like bumping up to that,
I'll check it out.
without going like totally rated R.
Yeah, I've been hearing lots of crazy shit. Also, last thing I had, the next Fast and Furious movies
right.
might pivot and bring it back to the streets of LA
What?
Back to the streets,
and-
baby.
No one wants that.
and maybe make it a more intimate story. Fuck you.
No one wants that.
This franchise blew up when you bring in The Rock and you blew shit up every 3 seconds. That's when this franchise became the greatest franchise there's ever been.
I think the
And you're going to take all that away and go back to the street racing first couple movies?
the problem
no
is
way.
You.
what else can they do?
There's no
We're gonna
way.
have battles in space now.
There's no
Yes,
way.
Josh.
They already had blew up Rome. What the fuck else?
There's no way.
No one died, Josh. Miraculously, no one died with that giant bomb blew up the city. Yeah.
There's
But no, we
no
still,
way they can
well,
do
we still
this.
have Hobbs. The Hobbs solo movie has to come out.
Yes.
and
Right.
that'll be The Rock in crazy action. 11 still has to be the same because we left on a cliffhanger.
Right.
Right.
So that's maybe they're gonna make more spin-offs. Maybe the spin-offs will be
Maybe they
more
mean
grounded.
after that because
Yeah.
if they're going to follow, because they've already even said like Fast X, the sequel is going to be like Fast X 2.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Right.
So they can't just take Fast X 2
Yeah.
and make it be a back to the street
No,
racing
yeah, you
LA.
can't.
No, you can't do that.
You can't. How you gonna contain Jason Momoa? He's already gone insane.
No.
True.
Yeah.
Joker, Jason Momoa.
Right.
God help us.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, well now we can talk about clones.
Yeah, I am.
Because in the year 2000, everyone was worried. What are you gonna do? There's clones here, there's clones there, there's clones everywhere.
Yeah.
I had never seen this. Like, I'm one of the bigger Arnold fans. I saw all of his golden era movies, and I always wrote this one off because I thought, yeah, this was after, when his peak
Yeah.
kind of ended after,
Right.
like after Eraser.
Yep.
I never got around to seeing this. This wasn't bad.
Yeah.
This was fun.
It was fun, silly Arnold movie. I mean, the best way to describe it, it's almost a sequel or like some sort of alternate like Total Recall film. It's so much like Total Recall. It's crazy.
This movie,
So many elements of Total Recall.
this movie stole from every single action movie there's ever been.
Every Arnold action
In the
movie,
best
for sure.
way.
Yeah.
In the best way.
It's funny though how all these clone movies, like when we first heard that, oh, you know, they cloned a sheep, which this movie covers in the opening credits.
Yeah.
When we first found out cloning was possible, everyone just thought that you could just take, you know, a drop of Josh's blood, put it in a machine, and then all of a sudden,
Bam.
there's another Josh,
New
Josh. And he's 38.
Yep.
And it's like, no, so like, no, that's not how cloning works.
No.
You have to have a baby. Like, that's how it works. But this movie's like, no, you just clone someone and then there he is again.
just right away.
It was
No,
new
it's-
technology back
that's-
then.
I remember I had to write a paper in middle school because I was in middle school at the time, like in the late 90s. And like I wrote about the pros and cons of cloning. And the cons were like, well, what if they clone Hitler? And then my teacher was like, no, Andrew, that's not how it works. You don't just clone Hitler and then he's Hitler.
What the
Well-
fuck did she know, though? Who knows?
Yeah.
What an investment. Like, if you're going to clone Josh, you got to wait 40 years to get Josh.
Not 40.
No. This motherfucker pops out the same attitude every day of the week.
Yeah, maybe like 18 years until he's just like, go fuck yourself, motherfucker, tits.
True.
You know?
I was doing it way before that.
God created man in his own image, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day.
That's how we started off.
And on the seventh day, Arnold.
97, scientists clone a sheep, and then human cloning banned. You could no longer clone humans. Well, not that they did. Here's a question.
Sure.
Cloning's possible everywhere. It's
Yeah.
not illegal everywhere. Now, we don't know for sure, but do you think someone's been cloned? I think someone's probably been cloned. Probably not.
Absolutely.
You know, fucking Russia. Putin's probably already cloned himself.
Oh, are you shitting me?
Yeah.
There's a
If
like,
they could do it in North Korea, Kim Jong-un probably did it.
oh, dude, there's a Kim Jong Un. There's a like 10-year-old Bin Laden in a cave somewhere. You know this shit has happened.
No, he's probably in a black site, if anything. Nah, I don't know. I think the rage is genetic engineering. I don't know if cloning is
Coloning? No, it's not cologne that you spray in your body.
No,
cloning.
Cloning's
not
not
cologne.
there. I don't think so.
Josh is like, no, I don't wear cologne. No, Josh, that's not what we're talking about.
I'm gonna say I'm con cloning. There we go.
You're anti-cloning.
He's
you mean.
against cologne. There we go.
Jesus Christ, Josh.
But
that
pro-
brain is melting by the minute.
Pro cologne.
What if we clone Josh and then he could have a new brain? But it's still Josh brain. No. Oh, fuck. So yeah, then it
Handsome
says...
motherfucker.
Wait, so how do the multiplicity rules apply with Josh? Because
Yeah.
with
Oh my
multiplicity,
God.
like
They get dumber.
The copy of the copy gets
Yeah.
dumber.
Right.
If you start with Josh, and then you make like copy number 5
The
of
third...
Josh.
Well, in multiplicity, the third one is, you know, a unitard.
No.
So, like, if it was Josh, the third one would just have to be like, duh! Like, literally couldn't even speak.
like
No.
the first Josh is
already.
She touched my peppy Steve.
No,
That's almost this Josh.
That's
every
Josh.
copy
That's
of
Josh
Josh is
1.
the exact fucking same. I'll tell you about that. There is no dilution of these genes. I'm
They're
the
like,
exact same.
They're like,
piece
doctor,
of Josh.
doctor,
every single copy.
they're exactly the same. He's like, yeah, he turns out he couldn't get any dumber. I don't know.
peak. I'm already at the peak.
I'm down to review multiplicity is hilarious.
Oh,
so Michael Keaton at his fine. It's 4 Michael Keatons. You want anything more?
I
Please,
wanted
God,
4
let us-
Arnolds in this movie, but I
Please
was
God, let
deprived
us
of that,
review that
so.
one day.
That's true. Have you seen Multiplicity?
It's been a while, but yeah,
it's
I've seen it.
amazing.
Great. It's a great.
So good.
Eugene Levy's in it. He's funny as fuck too.
Right.
All right. So it says in the near future, sooner than you think,
Bam.
the XFL is the most popular sport.
The star quarterback in the XFL has a $300 million contract. Holy shit!
But how
they
crazy
had
is that?
strippers on the sidelines.
Well, that was XFL back then.
Yeah.
But how crazy is that the XFL was killed and now it's brought back and the XFL is back around now.
Right.
No $300 million quarterback now, but
Right.
That's
But
just
now
crazy.
it's, what is it? It's the USFL? because they merged.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
the
shit, it's-
UFL, I
it's still
think.
not the
like,
XFL?
like the United
Right.
Football League
No,
or
it's
something.
not. Yeah, the two leagues merged.
Yeah.
I remember, but I thought they kept the XFL name.
No,
No.
they did
Nope.
not.
That's
UFL.
not correct.
UFL.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it
now.
was USFL, right? And then the XFL, and they merged to UFL.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
The
yeah.
United Football League.
UFL.
Yeah.
Motherfuck.
So the XFL, the star quarterback, Johnny Phoenix. That's the
He
most
is,
like
right.
movie quarterback name of all time.
The white nephew of Simon Phoenix. Yes.
Yeah, right. Phoenix also, they don't really explain this. He's got some implant. I guess because he's a clone, but like this is the only time they really ever mention anything like this. But like he has some sort of implant that tells him what to do before each play. Or is that just supposedly like just what the helmet tells
I
him
think
to do?
that's the helmet, the
I
screen.
think that's just the technology because
Yeah.
like a little bit later, like Arnold wakes up and there, his bathroom
yeah.
mirror has all the
So
shit
the
on it.
XFL, everyone just cheats.
Well, yeah.
Like his helmet tells him there's a blitz coming, throw it to this guy. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, the XFL is just Madden. Like you just take a hike
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, run that route.
But Madden doesn't tell you like, hey, there's a blitz coming. This guy will be open. Throw to him.
Well, I think it's instead of having the guy in your ear for 15 seconds, they just do it on the head. The
I
screen.
guess. But
screen.
Johnny gets hit really hard on the play. They put him in an ambulance, and they say he's gonna be a vegetable, right? Like he's brain
Yeah.
dead.
Tonto.
Yep.
Tonto. Muy
So
tonto, tonto.
Michael Rooker, he's there. He's in this movie.
This is bodyguard, I guess?
Well, I don't know about that.
So the first theft of this movie is Arnold stealing Stallone's co-star from Cliffhanger.
Right.
That's right.
Because that was definitely a thing with these two was they would steal each other's co-stars.
Michael Rooker, for the Walking Dead fans, he was one of the best characters in the show.
Easily.
The fuck was his name?
Merle?
Merle.
Yep.
That's right.
Dennis is not Dennis. Oh fuck.
One of my biggest pops in Walking Dead was when he came back in season
Yeah.
3. We're like, holy fuck! Because
And
I didn't care about the governorship. But then I was like, holy shit, they got Merle.
And you knew he was
that's
coming
right,
back
yeah.
anyways, and you
Yeah.
still popped that hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Michael Rooker's there, and I guess he turned off all the machines that were keeping Johnny Phoenix alive. I mean, that's pretty quick. You get hit, and it's like, oh my god, he's dying. Hook him up to machines.
Right.
Pull the plug
Not
in
only
the
this-
ambulance.
Sorry, buddy, you're dead.
Yeah.
He's a $300 million quarterback. There's not, people trying to figure out what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we meet Arnold. He's in his house, and he just finished shaving. He's like, oh,
I shaved my mustache.
it's like, what character trait were they trying to go for here where it's like, oh, fuck, he had a mustache.
But you don't get to see it.
Like, what is that about? It's so odd to even mention, I felt. It's just a weird thing.
Like I had a mustache, but I'm going to not have one now.
Yeah, like when they cloned him, the clone would have a mustache or something
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
that.
Didn't we
It
see?
was odd.
Didn't we see him with the mustache and beard in Running Man?
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's had beards before.
Yeah.
But just he's never had a standalone mustache,
Right.
you know?
Oh man,
It was just kind of weird to mention that.
Arnold with a standalone mustache in
Yeah.
the '80s. That would have been a pretty baller move.
It's a shame he never made any pornos. That would have been perfect.
Or none have been released.
But Arnold sees on TV that Johnny Phoenix will play in next week's game.
Interesting.
And then Arnold's
dead.
wife is like begging for his cock. She's like, please, like he gives her like 2 little pecks on the cheek, and she's like, oh my god, please fuck me. And he's like,
Okay, here I come.
I'm ready to go.
and then in walks his daughter. And then he looks in the camera. He's like,
Looks like I could use a clone.
also their dog is watching TV, and a commercial pops up for Recall. Sorry, Repet.
Oh
Repets.
shit!
Repets.
A service that clones your dead pets.
God, this movie. Andrew called this.
Recall, repet.
I hadn't seen this movie before, and he really called this, and I said,
Yeah.
"What? What are you talking about? This movie is totally, total
It's
recall.
totally
like the beats, totally,
It should have been called Totally Recall.
totally recall." Oh,
Then Arnold's daughter tells him that she wants a sim pal for his birthday. So she's a spoiled little brat. She's like, this is what I want for your birthday. He's like, but it's my birthday. No,
Yeah.
you have to get me a present. And she's like, no, get me a sim pal. So his daughter sucks. Should probably clone her. Arnold's best friend, Michael Rappaport, picks him up.
That's a
Why do you
weird,
hate him so much?
weird best friend.
He played the Naked Man. By the way, that's a future movie we have to do.
Naked Man?
Have you seen Naked Man?
No.
Oh my God. You know what it is?
No.
Michael Rappaport's a wrestler. And his wrestling name is the Naked Man.
Shut up.
What?
But he's
What?
also a chiropractor. It's a long story.
Oh my God.
He breaks everyone's neck in the wrestling ring for real.
Oh my
He
God.
just snaps neck.
Holy shit.
We have to do that movie.
Oh, please.
It's amazing.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need to watch this off podcast.
You'll
Holy
have
shit.
a newfound appreciation for Michael Rappaport.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Also, Rappaport's bragging about his virtual girlfriends, but Arnold's like,
No, I like the real thing, so I don't like that.
Because I'm not titled. Oh my God, this is every Arnold movie. That's so classic Arnold. Every man is pussy but me.
Essentially. Right.
Arnold goes to work, but his wife calls and says that, they had to put down the dog.
He's like, what? He was fine. He was fine earlier today. What happened?
And then she's like, it's fine, just go to Repet. Clone the dog. And Arnold doesn't trust it.
He's like, I don't want some abomination in my house.
And the
Repets,
wife,
Yeah.
Recall.
Right.
the wife
Jesus.
had the craziest thing of all. She was like, yeah, no, do it, Arnold. And then eggs up on him.
Yeah, she's like, no, it's fine. She hangs up, and then his laptop explodes, or it looks like it explodes. For some reason, his charter company, their promotional videos that I guess play all the time on his laptop just have explosions. Hey, come fly with us. Explosions, explosions.
And this,
Promotional.
This is so much fun because this was in that like late 90s, early 2000s when everything was like, it's the X,
Yeah.
extreme. So his company was like, double X charter.
That's why everyone made fun of Elon Musk.
Yeah.
When he renamed Twitter, it's like, what are you, 12 years old? X!
It's the X explosions.
Degeneration X!
Suck it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Hey, come fly in our helicopter and explode. What?
Hey, we'll fly you around in a helicopter. X.
X.
Oh, man.
So Arnold's the pilot, and he was hired for a snowboarding excursion by Michael Drucker, who's the billionaire owner of a cloning corporation called Replacement Technologies.
Recall.
Recall, replacement.
Replacement
Lots of
Technologies. That's what a clever name. Yeah.
By the way, this was the bad guy from Ghost, I think.
Yeah, you were right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arnold has an awesome helicopter. It's the fucking future.
Oh,
but
amazing.
sooner than you think.
Remote control.
Remote control
helicopters.
helicopters.
Sooner than
Oh,
you think.
shit. Yeah.
Yep.
A drone.
He
Oh,
flies
sooner than you think.
one helicopter in the helicopter with, the handle.
Imagine-
While he flies the second helicopter with his like Nintendo Power Glove. Like he has a Power Glove that he flies the other helicopter with. So he's like this.
Imagine the future. Josh flying helicopters
No.
with a remote control.
No, I would not
with
be
a
doing that.
Power Glove.
I would not be doing
Power
that.
glove.
But no, the craziest thing is when he was doing all that flying, fucking almost crashed into
He
himself.
almost it was so dangerous.
Yes.
That's so fucking
And Rappaport's
unnecessary.
like shitting himself, and Arnold's like,
I almost killed us.
Pretty great, huh?
yeah.
If only we would be cloned.
Right. The contract also from the billionaire requires that Arnold and Rappaport take a drug test before the trip. And that's like the poster of the film of like the random shit over Arnold's eyes and everything. And yeah. Rappaport tells Arnold that he can pose as him for the trip. He's like, hey, I could fly the plane so you could be with your family on your birthday. And Arnold agrees. He's like, okay. And he leaves. And then Rappaport takes Drucker. But they are killed by an assassin right as they get on the helicopter.
A fucking hippie assassin.
Basically. Yeah. So then Arnold wakes up in a cab, and he's unsure how he got there.
Like
Total Recall?
Total Recall.
Sure. Arnold walks into Repet, but there are protesters outside, and then a sleazy clone salesman sweet talks Arnold, and he convinces him. He's like, yeah, the dog will be just like before. We could even, like unsharpen his teeth so that even if you're worried about him biting your daughter, like it'll be fine. We could do whatever you want.
And again, him showing up to this place is just like him showing up to Recall.
Yes.
In Total Recall. Again,
Sleazy salesman.
not even trying to hide it.
Right.
Yeah, and I guess the guy should have been like, "Weren't you here before?" But he didn't mention that.
Right. No.
Yeah, we didn't hear about that until later.
Before Arnold could say yes, he sees the Simpal doll that his daughter wants.
Oof. Oh, God.
And it's the creepiest fucking doll you've ever seen in your life. Like, if that were a real thing, it would only be bought by pedophiles. Like, it would
yes.
only be bought by pedophiles.
100%.
Like, it's the creepiest thing.
And
like, even Arnold sitting in the cab with the little girl is just creepy to me.
And part of the reason it's so creepy is clearly this little girl is a hybrid of Kuato from Total Recall and Johnny Cab from Total Recall.
Absolutely.
Just
Holy
with a
shit.
blonde wig and a dress.
Jesus.
Aaron was like, it's Quado. It's like, it's true.
Essentially, the same technology.
So Arnold decides to buy the doll, which is like a creepy AI robot. You trust that. You trust that, not the clone dog. You trust the AI robot.
That's
Yes.
the thing that's going to kill your daughter in the middle of the night,
Absolutely.
not the clone dog.
That's Chucky waiting to happen.
Oh, essentially. Yeah,
And
that's
then
right.
they're in the cab, and Arnold calls Rappaport, but he doesn't answer, so he leaves a message, and the Simpal won't shut up. And he's like, he literally talks to her as if he's like,
Can't you see I'm talking quiet?
Shut up, you stupid
Yeah.
little girl.
And the taxi driver was like, "Yeah, just put a little ether over her nose, and she'll be down like a light."
just smack her around a little bit, and she'll shut up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's like, just say, go to sleep, Lucy, or whatever. He's like, go to sleep, and she goes to sleep, whatever.
I was a little bit alarmed at how quickly that cab driver knew how to shut that thing up.
Yeah.
He's obviously been operating that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't have a niece. No.
Oh, no. Instead of the cab driver being like, what the fuck are you doing back there with
Yeah.
that, buddy?
Right.
It's like, hey.
He's like,
I
let me.
gotcha.
He's
He's
like,
like-
let me guess, Motel 6. He's like,
like-
no.
No, I'm not gonna fuck the doll.
I won't ask if you won't ask, buddy.
I'm not a pervert. I'm just looking for Simpal doll.
Oh, Turbo Man, Simpet? Yes.
Simpad hops in the cab. He's like, you're looking for Simpad.
Jesus Christ.
See, stolen from even Jingle All the Way. They stole from.
They steal from so much.
So Arnold goes home, and he sees that their dog Oliver is alive and well outside, and he also hears singing. And he looks through the window, and he sees himself blowing out the candles on his birthday cake.
Someone else is in there blowing my candles, my birthday cake.
And his clone already bought the Simpal. So it's interesting.
Put the cookies down.
Yeah.
Put that cake down.
Oh, yeah.
Even though, so it's interesting because that Arnold decided not to clone the dog, but other Arnold decided to clone the dog. And what we later find out, real Arnold cloned the dog, but clone Arnold didn't trust the clones. That's a mind fuck that I can't even explain.
Wow.
Shit.
Yeah.
The clone. Interesting.
So a man and woman walk up to Arnold. One of them is Terry fucking Crews, which is so distracting now that you know who he is. This is before he was famous.
Now that pre-Expendables 2 Terry Crews.
Yes, but it's just like, oh, it's a woman. And Terry Crews. They tell him that he was unlawfully cloned. And Arnold's like,
Well, I don't care. I'm going in my house. I'm going to completely
like, fuck over my family's, like, just blow my family's mind.
Right.
Being two of me.
It's me.
Oh my God, there's two of him. So they tase him. They start to drag him to their car, but Arnold beats them up. Another guy gets out of his car and shoots at Arnold, but he blocks it with the Simpal. And the Simpal makes like a sound when she gets shot.
Ugh.
So they taught her to react to being killed. So that's good.
And again, like she gets her head shot off.
Oh, later,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, she gets her head shot off a little bit later. Get ready for a big surprise.
yeah.
Total Recall.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Arnold gets in his car with one of the female agents and he beats her up while he drives. The other bad guys get in the SUV. They bring the doll. Doll won't shut up. So the redhead guy, Wiley, shoots her head off and then they just throw her out of the car.
This redhead guy, terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, you think a billionaire would have better lackeys to do his. He's a fucking billionaire.
Yes, Jesus Christ.
For sure.
And again, all of these guns are shooting like the Predator laser plasma bolts.
The Predator.
Another
Eraser.
thing stolen.
Yeah.
Arnold, oh, this part was so great. Arnold's driving and they're like kind of crashing into each other.
All right.
Then all of a sudden, Arnold sees he's about to drive in a house, crash into a house.
Yeah.
And he honks the horn. Like, I guess to warn the people in the house.
While he's
like a second before crashing.
While he's driving through the house, in the house.
Move your
But, like,
car, you idiot.
This house was made out of like paper. Because
Yes.
he easily
Yeah.
just drove through the house.
Well, in the future, all houses are made out of, cheap cardboard, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
He's in the living room.
Yeah,
And
we
then,
needed like a cut of a guy going, what?
Right. Wiley, the redhead guy, accidentally shoots the redheaded woman, Talia, out of Arnold's car. Then Arnold stops short. Michael Rooker crashes into him from behind, and the redhead guy goes flying out. And then Arnold runs over Wiley and couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
So happy. Again, in this movie, Arnold is not the Terminator. He's not Commando. He's not, you know what I mean? He's just a guy that flies a fucking helicopter.
Well, no.
And now he's totally fine with murder.
But his backstory,
He's giddy like he's playing a video game.
his backstory was that he was a war hero.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you
Oh,
didn't
I
hear
totally
his
forgot
like
about that
the
part.
rainforest wars or whatever.
Oh, really?
When he was making the
All right, fair.
explosives.
All right. I take back what I said.
In every Arnold movie,
They just add one
yes.
little line to be like, "This
So
is
true.
hey, look, this is why he's gonna be awesome."
Yeah,
all right,
this-
that's
this
all
is
the
obvi-
explanation.
He's
is why-
obviously a war hero.
This is why he's giggling when he kills people.
Not
He was in
average
worse.
men don't look like this. It's because he's a military guy.
Yeah, the only one they don't was like in Jingle All the Way, where he's a mattress salesman, but he's a fucking bodybuilder.
That's
right.
Like he's just humongous, but it's like you're a mattress salesman,
Right.
but you're just this giant man from Austria. But in the movie, you're like from like Ohio somehow.
Right. Some mattress salesman in Ohio. You
Or
can't,
it's Minneapolis in the movie.
you can't bench press your way out of this.
Yeah.
What mattress salesman in Ohio is bench pressing his way out of anything?
And when did they ever show him bench pressing?
Right. Yeah.
That's what we needed. Is an arc of him at the gym.
Yeah.
He takes too much time at the gym. He doesn't care about his wife and kids.
Yeah, it's true. So then Arnold accidentally drives off a cliff, or I guess it wasn't an accident. Rooker and Cruz think he's dead, but then we find out Arnold jumped out and held onto a fence. And Rooker shoots at him, but Arnold jumps and falls head first, hundreds and hundreds of feet into the river.
And Josh,
Head first.
like you called, what did this steal from?
Fugitive.
The Fugitive.
Of course.
Yeah. Like if you're going to jump off anyway, what's the difference jumping off when you did?
Yeah. Like you can't
So-
do a scene like that after The Fugitive and have it be anything but
Right.
Harrison Ford in The Fugitive.
So far, this movie is super wacky, super silly, but it's fun. You know what I mean? You're not really
Yes.
meant to take it serious, but then you meet the one serious actor / character of this movie, and it's fucking Robert Duvall.
Randall.
Robert Duvall was in The Godfather.
What the fuck is he doing?
He doesn't
in this
belong
movie?
in this movie, and frankly, he's too good to be in this movie.
Why are
Very
you
true.
here, Robert Duvall?
Cash grab. Cash
He's
grab.
the only character that you could take seriously in this movie. Because even Arnold, who's been cloned, oh, my family, if I've been cloned, taken away from me, he's still making wisecracks, one-liners, whereas Robert Duvall plays the head cloning scientist, and his wife's dying, and he's sad about that. Like, he's the only one that's not goofy in this movie. Everyone else is just like,
This was Robert Duvall, like closer to his Days of Thunder days, and not far enough from his like later, classier years.
yeah, sure.
It is weird casting for sure. He
So
doesn't. He doesn't fit in this universe.
No, he's taking questions from the press, but his boss, Mr. Drucker, stepped in, reminded everyone, he's like, look, there are barely any fish left in the ocean before we fix all that shit.
You know who that guy is? He's Elon Musk,
Sure.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone's cloning people, it's Elon.
It's Elon
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Drucker says the 6-day law should be saved because imagine your child was dying of a brain tumor, but the government said you can't save him by creating a new brain through cloning. Of course, that's not really what they're doing, but
No, they're
Yeah.
making new people.
right. Then he meets with the Speaker of the House, who tells Drucker, I have a son with a brain tumor, and I've changed my opinion on the 6-day law, which that's exactly why Drucker mentioned a son with a brain tumor.
It's exactly how politicians work.
Yeah, it's true.
No, there's a law for a reason. Oh no, but there's something that'll benefit me financially or any other
Yeah.
way. Let's change that law.
So I think here Drucker lies to the speaker, right?
Of course.
Because he tells him we could give your son a new brain.
But
But in
obvious-
reality, he's just going to clone his son.
Just gonna clone his son. Yeah.
Yeah.
clone his son and give him some type of terminal illness.
Well, sure, but
Yeah.
he wasn't going to tell him that part.
No, right.
Yeah. So Arnold goes to the police, tries to explain everything, but obviously they think he's crazy. Then Arnold's virtual lawyer
Oh, good. Yeah.
like pops up on the screen. And like the guy Arnold's talking to says, he's like, yeah, he thinks he stole his own car. And then she's like, calling the virtual therapist. And then this like foreign therapist pops on the screen. And
Right.
starts. It's a funny little moment.
So you say you do not like your father in Massa?
Right.
I have nothing against that.
No, I mean, yeah, my dad was a Nazi. But no, we're not here to talk about that.
So they put Arnold in a room thinking he's an escaped mental patient, which he might be at this point. Meanwhile, Robert Duvall clones the agents, the bad guys that Arnold killed earlier. The woman wakes up screaming because her last memory is being shot by Wiley, the redhead guy.
So a little bit of a confusion here.
Yeah.
So you have to get your brain scanned to know what your last memories are, right?
Yeah.
So how are they scanning these?
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of just
Maybe
like
you could scan
dead
after
people,
they're dead.
I guess. I don't know.
No, because then later they were like, make sure you scan before you die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
a
that was
little bit
problem.
of a nit there.
Are you saying this movie has plot holes, Josh? Is that what you're saying?
Just a little
How
bit.
dare you, Josh?
Not only that,
The cloning Arnold movie has plot holes.
How
not
dare
only
you
that,
criticize
I'm
this
just
movie,
saying,
Josh?
if I pick this up, other people are going to pick it up too.
Are you saying an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie has plot holes?
Just saying. Just
Is
saying.
there one without plot holes? Is the
I will
question.
fight you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Eraser was pretty clean.
Was this movie PG-13 or R?
I think it was R. I think they said fuck a bunch of times.
Huh.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. You can look it up real quick.
6 days.
Actually, maybe it was only once because he did say fuck. It was PG-13, so the only one fuck.
I was gonna say because they had like an obvious
Yeah, they never really showed blood.
because
we
they had
didn't
an,
see kill people either.
yeah because they had a clear end to a nude scene here with that female
Yeah.
and they like were obviously covering her up
True.
and it's like was this PG-13?
I mean, that's just hilarious. Like the
Yeah.
poster of this film with Arnold's face. Like, yeah. So Talia takes off the earrings off her own dead body,
Jeez.
and she's like, "Oh, I gotta pierce my damn ears again."
Holy shit.
And then she just jams the earring in her ear.
And you're right. If they're cloning people, you talked about this when we were watching.
Yeah.
If you're cloning people, you clone someone with the pierced hole, right?
Pierced hole, yes.
Right? Just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, because we found out they did that with other people.
And she's not even hesitating, like seeing her own dead body, and she's like, "Nah, let me take the earring."
Well, because we find out later she's been through this before.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Then Rooker and his men come after Arnold, but he rips a chair that was bolted to the floor, just rips that right out
'Cause Arnold.
easily.
Yeah.
Because Arnold. And he sticks it under the door handle. He gets out through the window, bumps into the redhead Wiley, and he says, "You're dead." And Wiley says, "No, you're dead." And he tries to shoot Arnold, but Arnold easily snaps his neck with one hand.
So
He
easily.
just like grabs him, snaps his neck, and then he says,
Try to stay dead this time.
It's good.
Dead again.
Good line.
Arnold
Good line.
steals his gun, runs off. Then a police officer tells Rooker, "Oh, he's dead." And then Rooker checks his pulse, and he's like, "No, his pulse is strong.
And he's just
He'll be up and running in no time." Except like Wiley's tongue is sticking out of his mouth.
They
yeah,
pick him up and it's
amazing.
yeah. It was
By
great.
the way,
Christ.
was this Stephen Dorff?
Wiley,
Yeah,
the redhead guy. I don't know.
Yeah, the guy.
Who's
the,
Steven Dorff?
The bad guy from Blade.
Let me
damn. That's
see.
a good call, Aaron.
no
if that is him.
Rodney Rowland.
Oh damn!
But I'm just saying, you're right. He did look like him a little bit.
Because he looked a little bit like Stephen Dorff.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Yeah.
a good call, Aaron.
Damn.
Let's see. He's been in nothing.
Nothing.
Since. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
I could see why he was pretty terrible and useless in this show.
Then we see Rappaport arriving home, and it's like he's alive,
Boo.
which is interesting because knowing. Yeah. All right. So Rappaport's about to fuck his virtual girlfriend, but Arnold shows up, and then he hears a noise. He pulls out the gun he stole from Wiley. It was just Rappaport's fucking cat. that he re-petted or whatever. He cloned.
How
So-
are the holograms able to touch his dick? I don't know how that
Well,
works.
that's later, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
Not
there's
sure.
a little thing that comes up from the chair.
Okay. Robot hands.
Then Arnold takes Rappaport to his house, shows him his clone. He tells Rappaport he's going to just straight up murder his clone and take his life back. And he's like,
He's not me. He's not even human.
and Rappaport says, how do I know that you're not him and he's not you?
And he's like, I guess I
shit.
shaved. Look at my shave. I cut myself shaving.
That's face-off type of thinking right there.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And then Arnold stands behind his clone, points the gun at his head, but he can't bring himself to shoot him. He just loves himself too much.
I look too goddamn beautiful.
Yeah. Arnold's wife walks up and hugs and kisses the clone. And he's like, no, I told you I didn't fuck the maid. It was my clone. That should have told that to Maria.
That would have been good.
But then Arnold's daughter finds him hiding in the bushes. Clone Arnold and his wife smoke a cigar, even though smoking is illegal now. Demolition Man. Because there's no reason in this movie that smoking is illegal.
Right.
There's no, you know what I mean? That makes sense in Demolition Man.
That's
it doesn't make sense here.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
not
random.
a dystopia.
No.
But these two, if they could steal from each other, they were going to do it.
Yeah. And then Rappaport watches as Clone Arnold fucks Arnold's wife.
He looked a little bit interested.
Watches for a little too long.
Yeah, he lingered a little bit.
Well, it's Rappaport, you know.
Do you ever want
He's
to watch
always-
your best friend fuck his wife? I don't know,
He's
that's
always
so
a creepy
weird.
pussy in these movies.
Real quick, I want to see who wrote this movie.
Oh, boy.
Holy shit, the same guy wrote National Treasure.
What?
The same guy wrote Bad Boys 2?
What?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So there's two writers. Let me see if the other one.
Did they work on?
Yeah, they wrote. Yeah.
Did they
same
work
thing.
on Total Recall?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle. But they're not all winners.
Wow. Okay.
So real Arnold, or so we think at this point, takes his daughter to her room, tucks her into bed. Then Rooker and Talia knock on the front door, and real Arnold answers, pretends that he's the other Arnold. It's a little confusing, but it's hard to explain, right? But
And they give up so easily. Like
They do.
Like that's your main.
like they know how to
target.
find out. Can't they just be like, "Hey, sir, real quick, go like this. Can you just go like this for me?"
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, it's the eyelid. Can you just go like this real quick?
Ah, god damn it! I looked.
Yeah.
I spent this whole movie, like we've all watched a movie with our grandparents and they're like, what's going on? Who is that? I don't understand. I spent this whole movie like, wait, which Arnold is this? I felt so fucking old watching this.
So Clone Arnold, or so we think at the time. Here's the commotion. So real Arnold and Rappaport hide behind the couch. No problem. That's fine. They go back to Rappaport's apartment where his virtual girlfriend tries to
No.
fuck Arnold.
Arnold goes to the window where
Yeah.
the dog was barking. He doesn't see two men fucking each other behind the couch.
No.
And then he just
Not at
walks away.
Imagine what that poor dog thinks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oof.
So yeah, Rappaport's virtual girlfriend tries to fuck Arnold. Arnold mentions that like his pants zipper was coming
Yes,
undone and
that's so
everything.
weird.
It's like, what the fuck was unzipping my pants?
Right.
What are you doing, buddy?
Yeah. That's not really how holograms work, but okay. And then Rappaport tells maybe it was just Arnold's dick like breaking out.
Maybe.
Arnold's dick probably has arms. Probably like, bro,
Oh, guaranteed.
I want to fuck.
Looks like a trident. Oh.
Jesus, Josh. And then Rappaport tells Arnold that his clone fucked his wife and smoked his cigar, and Arnold seems more upset about the cigar.
I can get another wife, but those are Cubans.
You know?
You can't smoke. That's the only cigars we've had in 5 years.
Yeah.
He had to have written that into every one of his contracts. That,
Oh my!
that he
he's
gets
always
to smoke
smoking
a cigar.
Have to
in
chunk
every
on a cigar.
fucking
He had to
movie.
have written that into every contract.
fucking movie.
Yes.
Smoking a cigar.
How can we have the Terminator smoke a cigar?
Well, it might be tough, Arnold, but
We can figure it out.
yeah. So then the assassin from earlier, his name's Trip. He's the one that killed Rappaport and Drucker in the beginning. He shoots Rappaport, killing him again. The virtual girlfriend scares Trip, and he shoots her. And she screams. She's like, "Oh my god!" And then Arnold tackles him, shoots Trip in the stomach. He runs away, gets in his car, but crashes soon after. And then Trip tells Arnold, he's like, wake up. They're clones. Everyone's a clone. And we have to kill all the clones. Like he's a clone truther, I guess. He tells Arnold the real Rappaport died earlier. And that was his clone. And then Trip says Drucker was also killed and cloned. And he also tells Arnold, you were cloned. You know, whatever.
Right. And goes down the whole trip.
The bad guys arrive, and Trip's like, oh my God, shoot me, shoot me. And then Trip just grabs the gun and shoots himself in the head.
Right, because he was like, they're going to scan my brain. They're going to see all the people I was talking to. I have friends there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So they have a shootout, but Arnold shoots Michael Rooker's leg off.
Amazing.
And he just stands there and screams, ah!
Which, again, stealing from Total Recall. Again, see you at the party, Richter.
Oh, yeah.
Losing his arms.
Yes. Then Arnold shoots off Talia's fingers, and he says,
Doesn't anyone stay dead anymore?
and then their car's about to explode unless it gets a fingerprint. That's good. That's a good foolproof system, you know? Hey, if you get out of the car and you leave, you know, like, no fingerprint, blow up the car, 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Kill whoever. That's fine.
It's kind of wild, the violence we get in this PG-13 movie.
Really? He grabs her thumb and then places on the screen. It's okay. He drives away. And then Rooker shoots at him and he says, you're going to pay. Those are brand new boots.
Sure.
Yeah. Because he knows he'll just get a new body.
Just shoot myself in the head and be,
Yeah.
Can't get
be
a new
good,
leg.
Be good tomorrow.
Yeah, right. In this universe, you can't just get a new one piece of anything.
But
you
But
gotta
what's
get the
weird
whole
is
shebang.
everyone seems fine that they're just going to die and then, you know, come back as a clone, but that's still not you.
That's right.
Yeah, but everyone seems like, oh, no, it's fine. I'll be back. No, you won't, because there's two Arnolds and they're not the same.
It's like, yeah, there's going to be another you, but you're still dead.
Yeah.
But me brain will live.
No.
will
No,
live
because
on.
again, there's two Arnolds. Neither of them knew about each other.
I, Josh.
I, Josh. That's what we got to
Josh.
make. We got to do I, Robot.
I Josh.
We got to do I, Robot, but it's I, Josh.
So perfect that happened before
I
this
Josh.
movie.
Me brain.
We have to make that movie where it's just a bunch of Josh robots
Hi,
and Will
Josh.
Smith doesn't trust him. Like, and then he kills all the Joshes. That's what we do.
Oh, come on now.
Meanwhile, Robert Duvall.
What is Aaron the Will Smith in that movie? What the fuck?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Robert Duvall, who's in a completely different movie at this point, his wife is dying of liver cancer.
Right, we've got action movie, and then we've got like sad drama.
Yeah.
And then they're combining.
His wife's dying of liver cancer, so he's like, oh, don't worry, we'll just clone you. And she's like, I know you already cloned me, motherfucker. Like so many times.
I've looked at my lip, or my eye. I've
Eyelid,
seen.
yeah. How do you do that, Josh?
I don't know.
You could do it. It's
No,
not going to scare you, right?
I can't do it.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Fuck yourself. I
Hey,
can't
Josh.
do it. I can't do it. I'm going to do the podcast with my eyes closed the rest of the time. Yeah.
All right.
My eyes, Josh.
So, anyways, the wife's like, I don't want to be cloned again, you know? And he's like, what do I do? And she's like, just water my flowers. And he's like, I don't want to do that.
Can I just clone you so you can do that?
Yeah.
Even
That's
earlier, he's like, I could just clone these flowers. I could, you know, and she's like, no, that's bullshit. She's, you know, she doesn't like the cloning.
Clone you and the flowers.
Fine. I'll
Fuck
clone,
this.
I'll
Fuck
clone
this.
a second maid. She'll do the flowers.
So then Arnold sneaks into replacement technologies with Talia's thumb. He also brings an igloo cooler and tells the security guard that it's a flesh-eating virus inside, so he doesn't check it. And then he
Good
opens,
job, security guy.
And Arnold opens the cooler and it's just his gun. That's such a great reveal. We're like, what is it going to be? What's it going to be? It's just a gun.
It's just a gun.
This is the future. They don't have any things to check in there.
I mean, really? Hey, just like really? I mean, you go to the airport now. I mean, for years now, like you just put it in the X-ray machine. I mean, no, like nothing at all. All right.
And this is like the headquarters of like the biggest company in the world. Like
Yeah.
in Google. You just can bring anything into Google?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to bring a flesh-eating virus. It's actually going to be a
So
gun.
then later, some security guard sees Arnold drop the thumb, but Arnold says,
Oh, I just dropped my pen. I'm all thumbs today.
Get
and the
it?
guy's like, that's pretty good. Never heard that before. You're good to go.
This is fine.
If this was 5 years in the future, they'd be like, no, that's a thumb drive.
Like in the Batman movie,
That's right.
where he's like, thumb drive.
Well, Arnold would have did it a little bit better. Still, underrated Batman movie. Underrated Batman.
No, properly rated.
As in
Properly
great.
rated Batman movie.
2 thumbs up.
So Rooker and his crew arrive, and he can walk fine now. I guess we just assume it's a new Rooker, right?
Of course.
Talia tries to enter, but they tell her that she already showed up. Like, they're like, oh, your thumbprint was already scanned 20 minutes ago. And they're like, oh my God, he's here. So they, I guess, kill her access so that Arnold can't get anywhere else.
Right.
But then he just, makes a guard open some doors. And then Arnold confronts Robert Duvall.
He's like, you had me cloned. You cloned the wrong man. I want my life back. Cloning, clone.
And then Duvall tells Arnold, the drug test he took gave them his DNA, and they cloned him when they were told he was killed. But obviously Arnold wasn't killed. They thought he was killed because Rappaport was killed.
Right.
And Rappaport was pretending to be him, which seems like a plot hole.
Very confusing. Not only that, Duvall gives up the entire bit. He gives up everything.
Yeah.
Gives him his bank account info. Tells him where he lives. Gives him every single thing Arnold needs to know.
Also, how shitty of a gig is it for these henchmen? Because it's like, if you go out and you get injured in any way,
Yeah.
we're just going to shoot you in the fucking head and make a new you that's not injured.
Right.
So don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Don't stub your toe.
If they thought Rappaport was Arnold, so they clone Arnold, why do they also clone Rappaport?
Right. Yeah.
It's a little confusing. Plus, also, it's like, hey, maybe just keep a record. Redhead is Hank, and big Austrian motherfucker is Adam, whatever his name is.
Right.
You couldn't tell the difference,
boy.
guys. But it's also interesting, like, why did they, just in case something happened, they took Arnold and Rappaport's DNA, just in case something happened that they had to cover up?
Why did they have to
guess?
bring them back to life? Why not just bring back the billionaire?
Well, but that was to cover up the crash and everything, to cover up that the billionaire was cloned, right?
You just say the
Because you can't
billionaire
just be
survived.
like, hey, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, because he said they were religious about like backing up everything around this guy at every minute.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. Seems like a plot
so
hole.
Duvall gives Arnold his SIN cording, which has his DNA and has all the info and
His
all
SIM
that shit.
card.
Well, they call it SIN cording. Then Duvall shows Arnold Drucker's SIN cording that records all of his memories, and they watch Tripp kill Drucker and Rappaport. Arnold was also cloned because they thought Rappaport was Arnold, and now they're trying to kill Arnold because now they have two of them. He also mentions that Drucker was cloned twice, but they have to keep it a secret because clones have no rights. Imagine that. Like, you find out someone's cloned, and they're like, well, they just assumed that they would just put the clones to death. It's like, that's pretty bleak.
Not only that, you're a clone. You didn't ask to be a clone.
Yeah.
And now you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
So all the evidence, and then Arnold just like rips out a computer monitor, which, like, if you know anything about computers, the monitor doesn't have all the data.
Nothing.
And Arnold just takes it, goes, this is evidence, and he runs away with it.
That, and really, like, this movie plays so hard that like Arnold's such a hero that him and Clone Him are working together.
Yeah.
But really, if it's really you and you find out there's a clone of you, shoot him in the head immediately. Immediately. Right?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That way there's always one of you just in case.
So that just says you have a low self-esteem about yourself.
I guess.
You're like, well, there's a,
Well, because this is somebody that could steal my life.
Are you
at the
wor-
snap of a finger?
Are you worried-
Shoot him in the head immediately.
Are you worried Clone Aaron would kill you?
Or you could pull a multiplicity. Be like, hey, go have fun for a while. I'll be back in 6 months.
Well, that's a little different. That's a little different. Now we're talking.
Yeah. So Terry Crews and Talia go to Arnold's house, but no one's there because they're at the fucking daughter's shitty play. Arnold steals a van and heads to the school. However, the daughter's not in the play. She's in the hallway and
She
is
went to
about
take
to
a-
be,
She went to take a piss?
I guess,
Yeah.
she's about to be eaten by two dogs.
Sure.
Right. And this is the first time we've seen them being able to control dogs?
Yeah.
Did they have dogs in the back seat the entire time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
It's interesting. Arnold's wife finds her daughter, but Terry Crews and Talia walk up, and Crews says, this button's the only thing stopping those dogs from ripping your daughter apart. Come with me.
Okay.
So they take Arnold's wife and daughter away on a helicopter. This is where it gets a little confusing, but I think I got this. So at the time we think this is Clone Arnold. Clone Arnold calls 911 but it's an automated system, and Arnold's getting frustrated. They're like, what are you calling about? He's like, it's killing my family. They're like, calm down, sir. What's the problem? He's like, fuck.
It seems like a bad system for like emergencies.
Yeah.
I'm being murdered. Are you being murdered at this present moment?
Right.
Arnold gets foiled by an Arnold soundboard.
Yeah, really. So real Arnold reveals himself to Clone Arnold and says, I need your help to get my family back. And Clone Arnold says, they're my family. Right. It was such brilliant comedic timing. As soon as he says they're my family, Clone Arnold, or real Arnold knocks out Clone Arnold with a single punch. It was awesome.
Amazing.
And then he says,
That's for sleeping with my wife in the goddamn minivan.
Real Arnold.
well, as far as we know at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is where it's going to get confusing. Because now these
Yes.
two motherfuckers are going to team up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then Arnold calls Drucker and they make a deal, his family, for Drucker's sin courting. Okay. The two Arnolds decide to team up and they make something that melts through a table. And then they both look at each other at the same time and say, cool, cool.
They couldn't even sync it up.
But they couldn't sync it up. No, cool, cool. And it just reminded me of him as Mr. Freeze, which was only 3 years before this.
Oh, yeah.
2 years.
Another Arnold movie. Of
course.
Wow. Yeah, this really did kind of range the gambit.
Now I need to know Batman and 97. So
It was
3 years
before,
before.
right,
No,
yeah.
I know it was. I just need to know how many years. 3 years before. Cool, cool. Then Duvall confronts Drucker because he found out that Drucker gave his wife a terminal illness as an insurance policy against possible betrayals.
Jesus.
He finds out that every clone received a shortened lifespan. And Drucker says, if they're loyal, then we'll clone them again. No harm, no foul. It's fine, And Duvall quits. He refuses to clone his wife. But Drucker tells him, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to kill you and clone you and your wife. And we'll be best friends again. You and Catherine will be back together. And you won't remember any of this.
This was just like
Total Recall.
Total Recall. I'm gonna do you a favor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
He's gonna wipe his
I'm
mind.
gonna wipe you, and
then we'll be best friends
you
again.
and your senorita, y'all guys are gonna come to my party, and y'all guys are gonna have a great time. God damn!
He's not going to remember this, right?
Oh wow, Jesus!
Yeah.
Did Arnold had to get a credit writing for this too?
I mean, really. I think they had to pay all the writers of all these other movies. Like, hey.
Beautiful.
And then Drucker just shoots Duvall in the head and he says, you're welcome. Damn. And that's the last of Duvall. Then Arnold's helicopter meets Rooker and Talia, but they shoot it down. But of course, that wasn't the helicopter Arnold's in the most obvious reveal.
Fucking drone.
Arnold lands on top of the building, tells security that he's there to pick up Drucker, and shows him the charter contract from a day ago. And he's like, all right, cool. I believe you.
Not only this, if you look at the contract when he's handing it to the guy, it's not filled out.
It's like blank. Yeah.
That guy's terrible at his job.
So after a shootout, Arnold agrees to surrender and talk to Drucker, and Drucker shows Arnold that his family's safe, but they're tied up and blindfolded, just in another room. Smart. Just in the next room. There they are.
Should have been held by the dogs, maybe. I mean, the dogs.
Or
just
another
one
location.
scene, or
Yeah.
another location.
Arnold explains that his clone has Drucker's sin courting, and if anything happens
To my family, you'll be shown at your murder trial.
and then Drucker tells Arnold, he's not the clone. You are. And Arnold goes,
No.
Arnold's in denial. But Talia shows him, the inside of her eyelid.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
And there's 4 dots, meaning she's been cloned 4 times. And then Arnold checks his eyelid, and there's 1 dot. And this part scared the shit out of Josh.
It did. Seems
Josh,
like a.
eyelid.
God damn it.
That's it. This scares Josh. That's it.
Listen, I broke up with a girl for putting contacts in her eyes, so I can't do that shit.
Of course you did.
Wait,
Yes.
you broke up with a girl because she wore contacts?
Yeah, and she would always do the fucking contacts in the morning. I couldn't do that. No, thank you.
So if your
thank
if your KD did that, you would break up with her?
I would just tell her just wear glasses all the time. I don't need you to wear contacts.
He
It's
doesn't
fine.
even trust us. His eyes are
No.
closed now. He's not going to trust us the rest of the podcast.
No.
Jesus.
Oh, God. So Drucker makes a big speech. He's like, look, the greater good, we can Martin Luther King could live forever. All these great people.
We can bring Hitler back.
They didn't say that.
Oh, yeah. No.
Arnold says,
Who gets to decide who gets to live and die? You?
and he says, who else? And Arnold says,
How about God?
and he's like, oh, you're one of those? I'm just taking over where God left off.
So Arnold, Catholic in this movie.
And then Arnold drops the one F-bomb. He says,
You should clone yourself
why?
so you can go fuck yourself.
Oh, that ended up coming back?
Yes, it
Interesting.
did.
Foreshadowing.
So they knock out Arnold. They shove his face in the machine to read his memories so they could find out where the sin cording is. But Arnold says he told the other one to not tell him. And then when they do this, they just keep flashing eyeballs on the screen, like over and over, like not Arnold's,
Right.
just random images of eyeballs on the screen.
Very strange.
That was great. They watch the sin cording, and Arnold gives Arnold the sin cording and then gets in the helicopter. Rooker and his team are about to head to the airport, thinking that's where the other Arnold is, but then Drucker finds that both Arnolds were in the helicopter.
Brilliant plan.
Yeah.
Brilliant plan.
It was, yeah. At first, you're like, maybe they did it on purpose as like, to double trick them, but no, they just kind of fucked up. Then we see other Arnold, who is no longer Clone Arnold. Now, Clone Arnold is real Arnold and vice versa.
Right, okay.
Real Arnold turns off the power. Clone Arnold wakes up. Wiley shoots at Arnold, but he uses Drucker as a human shield, and Drucker's shot in the chest. Arnold shoots Terry Crews, dead. He's done for. And then just goes in that next room, saves his wife and daughter.
Fairly easily.
The wife says, she's like, is this because we smoked the cigars?
That's pretty funny.
That was a good line. Then Arnold scares two guards on the roof and makes them act nice to his wife and daughter as they get on the helicopter.
That was good. That was good.
He's like, Here's what's gonna happen.
Then Drucker's dying, but he shoots and kills Wiley as revenge for shooting him. Real Arnold
And
flies.
says, don't bring him back.
Yeah, you can open your eyes. We're done with the eyeball stuff, Josh. Yes, I promise. Real Arnold flies away with the family. Drucker, you can open your eyes, you idiot.
Okay.
Yeah. Real Arnold flies away with his family. Drucker tells Rooker to start the cloning process, but Clone Arnold hides underwater where the clones are being kept. Arnold uses the oxygen tubes that are going to the clones to breathe underwater while he's under there. That was very odd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like at first I thought he was fucking with the clones, but it's really just so he could breathe underwater. And then Talia shoots at Arnold, but she misses, and the blast fucks everything up, and all the clones fall out. So Drucker takes his deformed and unfinished clone and finishes the process. New clone Drucker awakens, but he's gross.
He doesn't know he's gross yet.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have any context.
But we know.
Yeah, he's
And new clone Drucker takes off old clone Drucker's clothes, and old Drucker's like, "Oh, you're not gonna wait until I die?" And new Drucker says, "Would you?"
Jesus Christ.
It's a good point. New Drucker tries to make a deal with clone Arnold. He's like, "Look, that was him. I didn't do that shit to you."
Amazing.
It's
That was
true.
good.
Amazing.
Arnold shoots and destroys everyone's sin cordings. Drucker's like, "Look, you could live forever and be perfect in every way." And Arnold's like,
Perfect. Look at yourself.
and he shows Drucker's his reflection, and he's disgusted. He's like, I can fix this. I can fix this. But then old Drucker stabs Arnold in the back, but Arnold knocks both of them out. New Drucker falls on top of old Drucker, and Arnold says,
When I said go screw yourself, I didn't mean for you to take it literally.
Bam! Wow. Amazing.
Screw you, Benny.
yeah.
Amazing.
Total Recall
callback.
again.
But that's why the first time he said, fuck yourself, but since it's PG-13, you only get one fuck. So this time you had to say, screw yourself.
Do you really only get one fuck for PG-13? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
So not only a Total Recall callback, but again, an Arnold like, other men are pussies. And there's me.
Only I am a real man.
So now going forward, you can tell the clones apart because one will have a hole in their back from the stabbing.
Oh, yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that true for the rest?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking because he did get stabbed in the back by Drucker.
Yeah, I guess if his shirt's off, yeah.
Sure.
Clone Arnold plants the thing that him and real Arnold made together, lights it above the oxygen tanks, and then Clone Arnold has a shootout on the roof, but real Arnold arrives on the helicopter. And Clone Arnold was about to jump on, but Drucker shot him in the leg. Clone Arnold remotely flies a helicopter towards Drucker, so Drucker jumps onto part of the building that has a glass ceiling, but the glass ceiling breaks, and Drucker falls to his death face off.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, that's
shit.
right.
Face off.
Oh man,
Interesting.
this movie.
Every moment of this movie is stolen from
It's
something
stolen
else.
from something else.
Interesting.
It's like a Frankenstein of all the best action scenes ever.
Both Arnolds jump on the helicopter ladder as the building explodes. Clone Arnold climbs over real Arnold because even Clone Arnold is more man than
Real Arnold. Real Arnold is pussy.
That's right.
I am main character. I'm better.
and he pulls up to barely avoid crashing into a building. Later, they're back at the fucking, their store, and Clone Arnold wonders if he has a soul.
He's like, I wonder if I have a soul.
And real Arnold tells him,
Your DNA scan came back normal.
meaning he doesn't have a shortened lifespan like the other clones. For some reason.
And didn't-
Everyone else got shortened lifespan.
Everyone else had cancer in 2 years.
But Clone Arnold smiles. He's happy.
but never answered about the soul part.
No. He's like, well, you said
You'll have time to figure that out.
Oh, that's true.
And then Clone Arnold tells real Arnold,
Thanks for letting me say goodbye to your family.
and real Arnold says,
To your family too.
and then he's like,
Does that mean I get to fuck the... No! You cannot fuck my wife!
And in fact, don't ever contact us or me again.
right. The real ending is like,
Thank you for letting me say goodbye to my family.
and then he just shoots him in the head.
How can you if you're the real Arnold, how can you let this guy that you know wants your life, how can you let him go out in the world knowing that one day he's going to just reach the end of his rope
Right.
and he's going to come back wanting his family?
Yeah.
Aaron, I think you just stumbled onto an amazing sequel. Arnold takes a trip around the world, ends up coming back and says, I want my family. Faces off with the second Arnold.
that should have been the end of.
Wow.
That should have been.
Faces off.
That should have been the end of this movie. Is they're both like,
Good job. Well, now we fight to the death to see who gets the family.
Yes.
you know,
Oh man, that would have been
Interesting.
better.
that would have been a great ending.
Yeah, because what is a faux Arnold or
Because Clone Arnold at this point, he's like,
Oh, well, I guess I'll never see my wife and daughter again. Oh, no.
I guess I'll go make new wife, new daughter.
yeah. So he visits his family one last time. He gives them Rappaport's repet cat. Okay.
He needs a family.
Yeah.
And then Clone Arnold leaves to go start a new life in Argentina, just like all the other Nazis in his family.
Oh Jesus!
Did they say
Christ.
Argentina?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
And he's going there to run a satellite office of their charter business, which
What?
that's almost exactly what happens in Multiplicity. Like the clones leave to go start a business together.
So
That's
whenever
right, they do.
Yeah.
They all
I
take
think
off
it's the
together.
same year, though. Oh, no, 96 is Multiplicity. Holy shit, right?
So whenever he calls into the office, won't they be confused?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you? I want to ask you a bunch of questions. No, I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want them answered immediately. Okay. Who is your daddy and what does he do? What? Who is your daddy and what does he do?
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, that
God.
board meeting has to be crazy.
So Arnold gets on a ferry. One of their helicopters flies into the camera, and they cut to black. But then we come right back, and we see the plane fly in reverse. And at first we're like, then the entire film They quickly reverse the entire film in the span of 10 seconds. We watch the whole movie in reverse. But what does that have to do with cloning?
I don't
It's
know.
a movie about cloning, it's not time travel.
Hey,
It's
you
not
know-
Back to the Future.
Hey, it'd be a good idea. Rewind the whole movie in 10 seconds.
What does that have to do with cloning?
I think would have been even better was so at the end he wakes up out of the what was the place that he went to for
Recall.
recall? What was that place called? What was that place called that he went to?
Repet?
No, the recall place where he went to get the implant of your vacation.
Recall.
He's
recall.
He's
Okay,
stuck
there
in
you go.
total recall.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We said recall 5 times.
So that would have been hilarious if that was the end. He wakes up. Oh, it's just another dream.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But in the original movie, he got lobotomized.
Interesting.
So,
Well,
yeah.
It took me a second, but we got there.
All right, what do you want to rate this as a legit movie? As a legit movie.
It's 6.5.
6.5.
All right.
That's exactly it.
As an Arnold movie? As an
a
Arnold movie,
7.5.
I would say like a 6.5 or 7.
Yeah, it's up there, 7.5.
You know?
I mean that's my score for both. I mean,
Okay.
it was fun.
Yeah,
I had a good time.
sure.
This was before Arnold just, disappeared.
All right.
It was still a fun movie.
But as a clone movie,
Oh, as a
a
clone
movie about clones.
Well, I mean, as a
10 out of
clone
10?
movie, now you're basically saying, okay, Multiplicity or this.
Yeah, I guess Multiplicity's better.
This is like a 9.5 and Multiplicity's a 10.
Multiplicity's a 10 for clones.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9 for a clone movie. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
More Arnolds would have helped.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, more than 2.
Yeah.
A few more Arnolds.
I would have loved in the third act if there was a third Arnold that showed up. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Like an evil Arnold that was on their team, Drucker's team. That
Or
would've
like
been
the
great.
wife wakes up and both Arnolds are in bed with her. Oh my God.
Wow.
Good morning.
And at the same time, it's like,
Good morning, honey. Fuck!
we can't do it.
We still can't sync it up.
Or like they tag team her and then they're both like,
Cool.
Cool. Like, and by the way, this whole movie, again, this movie stealing from shit, double impact, Jean-Claude Van Damme. 2 Arnolds, 2 Van Dammes.
Not only this, how did we not get the handshake from Predator in this movie?
really?
Oh,
Yeah,
You son of a bitch.
that's a good point.
God damn it.
All right,
I
let's
think
do
it's the
some.
only thing it was missing.
Let's do some fan questions. Omar of the Apes. I can imagine Josh saying this movie was too scary because the little boy could see dead people. Then Andrew realizing that Josh watched The Sixth Sense and not The Sixth Day. You're so close,
Dude.
You're so close.
Oh my God, the group chat
ahead.
we were talking about earlier. Before all of that, we had that same literal conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
There's too many movies with numbers, all right? That's my problem.
Sixth
Sixth
Day.
Day. We mentioned Sixth Day, and Josh says, "Oh yeah, the Bruce Willis film." We're like, "No,
No, it's not
Fifth
Sixth-
Element." You fucking idiot.
I didn't, come on. That's not my fault.
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 He mixed up both of them: Sixth Day, Sixth Sense, and Fifth Element.
Right.
There's
All
too,
3 of
too
them
many
got
movies
mixed
with
up.
numbers. That's all I'm going to say.
Tony C, will you be reviewing Furiosa? It's the only other summer movie I'm excited for. I want to see it. I don't know if we'll review it because it's just action. Like, there's
Yeah.
no dialogue hardly in the movie.
I think they said it was like 40 lines of dialogue for Anna Taylor-Smith.
I think it's like 30. But, you know, like, it's like the Mad Max Fury Road. There's barely any dialogue. It's a great action movie. I just don't know how to review. Then we're like, then that guy gets shot and he falls off the road. You know what I mean?
I never saw it. I thought it was too
I want to
scary.
see it, though. Too scary, of course. Yeah. PCJ, this week we lost the great Dabney Coleman at 92. He was an amazing character actor who instantly made any movie better when he would show up. From 9 to 5, Dragnet, Cloak and Dagger, Beverly Hillbillies, and War Games. War Games!
War Games.
So many more performances. He was always great. Do you all have any favorite character actors, people who were not always a lead, but just made a movie better by being in it?
Oh, Clancy.
Clancy. Yeah, Clancy.
Yeah, like Shawshank in every other movie there's ever been.
What's the actor's name that played Kyle Reese in Terminator?
Oh, Michael Biehn.
Yeah.
He's
great.
dude. I loved him, he was in Aliens.
Yeah.
he was in Terminator. Michael Biehn is
Also, the I forgot this other actor's name. He's been in oh god, he was in Kong. He was the one that had all the grenades and then Kong just punched him. He was also in Machete.
I know who you're talking about.
He was also in the last Mission Impossible movie. I like that guy.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I like him a lot.
I think my favorite all time would be Michael Biehn.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have one.
Josh, do you have one?
I don't think so.
No. That's kind of a boring answer.
Hold on. Yeah.
Go fuck myself.
Shea Wiggum. Shea
Okay.
Wiggum, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I like him. He's cool.
Sorry, PCJ.
Jay Uso, Yeater of Worlds. Did you hear about what they're doing to Harley Quinn in the new animated series?
No, what are they doing?
Also, any chance you guys review Last Action Hero? You know,
I think we should do that too.
I still haven't seen Last Action Hero.
What?
What?
Every 6 months we
God
do this.
damn. Okay.
Every 6, we've already done this. You forgot because you're a clone. That's the problem.
Oh, fuck. Okay, 2 weeks. Last Action Hero. I hate that we were doing so many Arnold movies,
It's a
but we
top
have
five.
to.
It's a top 5 Arnold.
All right,
movie.
we'll do it.
It's
Yeah,
good.
we'll do it.
It's great.
He says that it's the new animated series, like the Cape Crusader one.
Yeah, the one that takes place in the 40s. Yeah, I've heard that they're gonna go more of a serious route with her.
He said that she's no longer Joker's girlfriend.
right.
Yeah. All right. Should
She
be
no longer
interesting.
loves Mr. J.
Mr. J? I guess not. Yeah. Is that all? Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, different is okay as long as they do it well.
Yeah. That's interesting. Joker, Batman in the 40s for sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Why not? But that is all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. Become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We'll see you guys next week. I don't know what's going to be. I know everyone's wanting the Madam Web review. We promise it's coming soon. Not next week, but possibly the week after. We just want the whole group here.
All 4 of us.
All 4 of us to do that one.
That's an
So-
all hands on deck.
Yes, it's coming, but
Drink
yeah.
ourselves silly.
Right.
Podcast.
Right. See you guys next week.